Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamolen again, and I am here for Tuesday 2-minute tarot card readings. And I just lost a lot of you. So please come back on. And I had to start a new feed. So I am giving 2-minute readings. In the meantime, hit the share button so you're automatically entered into a half an hour free reading with me. So I apologize for the technical difficulty. I don't know where everybody went. All of a sudden you were here 1 minute and you were gone the next. So you're coming back now. I lost my internet in the middle of my feed, so I'm not sure why. It just sometimes my energy's so high, I just knock out my internet. So it only happens. I swear to God, I only lose my internet when I'm live and I'm in my psychic state with all these people. Um, so I'm doing 2-minute tarot card readings. Your card of the day right now. And if you could please hit the share button so you can invite your family and friends over, I would greatly appreciate that. So let's see. Let's have Joe. Hi, Joe. How are you? You've never had a card reading from me. Hi, honey. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Let's just see what your card says today, honey. I love to read men. I don't have as many men that follow me, but I do. In fact, I have a couple of readings this week in person with men, which is always kind of interesting to me. Men are harder to read. So, they put up a barrier for me and they kind of block me sometimes, but not you, Joe. I can feel that. I know that you're kind of into this. This is kind of fun for you. So I'm going to just pick a card. Let's see what your card is telling me today. Wow, I just had this a moment ago, but this is the World. And this, it's coming into me right now, the way I just said that something in your life you feel has gone full circle. I don't know if it's something from your childhood or somebody from your past that has come back in, even a childhood friend, something like that. But it's this kind of feeling like, wow, like I did this years ago, and I feel like I've come back to my beginning is how it's coming into me. So not quite sure what's going on in your life. Maybe you've reconnected with some old friends, some old even high school friends, that kind of a feeling. But whatever it was from your past, I do feel like you've gone full circle with it. Okay, so that's a good thing. But you are surrounded by these loving angels. I did just hear mother. I'm curious if your mother has passed, Joe. I'm not doing any mediumship readings, but my first feeling around you is a presence of an older woman. So if there is someone in your life that you've lost, there is a female figure around you, is how I feel. So that just jumped out at me while I said your name. But you are surrounded by these angels and these loved ones, and the world is at your hands. And it is this feeling of having gone full circle. So maybe there's something coming up in your life that you're kind of like, I've done this before. I didn't think this was going to ever happen again in my lifetime, kind of a feeling. So keep your eyes open for that. But thank you for joining me today and being a supporter, and I appreciate it. So wonderful. Thanks, Joe. All right, let's see. Hi, Crystal. Will I come into some money before the new year? Boy, I wish I could predict lottery tickets. I get asked that a lot, but let's just see what your card says. Okay, sometimes the cards will give me an answer. Okay, this is the moon. This tells me that you are happy, you are secure, and that things are going your way. I know you may not feel that they are. As far as money coming in, I don't feel like you're getting some kind of windfall, but I will tell you you're keeping your head above water is how it's coming into me, that you're going to be okay, whatever the bills are, whatever the financial struggles that you have on your plate right now. So sometimes we have to be, really grateful for what we do have. We all have extra wants and hopes, but it is this feeling of you're above water, you're okay for today, and that whatever it is that you're looking to achieve, you will get. I think the stress of the holidays with income, sometimes we just don't have a lot of extra money for the holidays. So, think outside of the box, do things that are just filled filled with love and kindness as opposed to going out and buying things for people. So maybe that's a way to approach Christmas this year, and you won't need a kind of a windfall before the new year. But right now it came into me as you're keeping your head above water, and that's okay, and that everything is going to work out fine for you financially. So let's just keep our focus on that. Okay. So they are but you're far from secure. Sometimes when I say secure means that, you know what, we have to be grateful for we have a roof over our head, food on our table, clothes on our backs. And yes, we have stress some from life, and our bills and even keeping those things going are very difficult, but in the big picture of our world, we're healthy. Our children aren't sick. Like, we have to put it in perspective of things could be so much worse. And financial stress is very difficult, but it's not it's not you dying, it's not you being terminally ill. You're okay, and you're going to get through this, and you're just going to focus on that. So yes, you are secure, and God is making sure that you have everything that you need and not necessarily everything that you want. Okay. But you're going to be okay. Hi, Rishma. How are you? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Please remember to hit the share button to be entered into the half an hour free reading. This is a 2-minute tarot card reading, your card of the day. It's not a full reading. It's just, what am I feeling today for you? Okay. So, Rishma, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I do have a lover's card that tells me that I have a strong relationship, or a relationship coming, or feelings of love, wanting love. I do have this beautiful angel hovering over you. I definitely have an angel either way. Whoever's been assigned to you is with you. But I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you. But I had a feeling of a grandmother. I'd like to know if you have lost your grandmother, because I do believe that this beautiful angel that's over you is a grandmother figure. It's that sense. So somebody is hovering you and protecting you and caring for you. But I do have all this love in my heart. I have this tremendous sense of wanting to be in love, feelings of love, and I do believe that is coming if it's not in your life already. So I want you to keep that open. I did just get a month of April being important to you for some reason. I have this little thing that I do real quick with people. It's almost like a calendar clock. I don't know how to describe it, but I take all of the months and I kind of put them in a clock circle. And I go around the circle real fast in my mind psychically, and if there's a month that has higher energy over other ones, that I can feel it. So for some reason, the month of April is really important to you. 2020, the month of April, maybe something that's important to you, a celebration or somebody coming into your life, or joy or happiness, something like that. Lots of energy in the month of April for some reason around you. So I always do that. That's like one of my fun tricks is that. And typically I'll land on somebody's birthday. I'll land on, their some very significant date for them. But anyways, that's my little clock. You lost your father. Okay. But you do have a female presence over you. I'm not sure. I'm not doing mediumship reading right now. It's just this sense when I said that angel is over you, I felt grandmother. So I do feel this grandmother presence over you. Not to say that your father isn't over you, of course, but let's and then keep me in mind with the month of April. I'm kind of curious if the month of April is important to you. Hi, Elaine. Thank you for sharing, honey. I appreciate it. I love that. I didn't know whether this was a good time to come on or not. I didn't know if, people would be busy with their day or, but sometimes on the other end of the day, people are busy with kids and getting ready for, doing night tasks for work and stuff. So I thought, you know what, I'll jump on in the day and see how many people want to talk. So hi, Elaine. Let's give you a reading. Let's see what your card says. Okay, So this is the Two of Pentacles, and you can see he's juggling these pentacles. And two things just jumped out at me. The first thing is the sense of juggling finances, of course, and kind of balancing things. The second thing that jumped out at me was this infinity circle that's in this thing. And that tells me that there's some kind of a loop going on in your head right now that you're replaying for some reason. So either something has upset you about the past, or there's something that you just can't move off of or can't move forward from, and you just keep replaying these thoughts over and over and over in your mind. So I do want you to work on that today. Do just for today, I want you to let those thoughts go. Try to live in the moment if you can, okay? Because this is all about juggling, right? You're going to be okay. There's kind of rocky waves in the background in this card, so you're going to have ups and downs like everybody. But the point is that you are willing to juggle, and you are making it through, and you have the flexibility to keep juggling. So, but watch that roller coaster ride that you have going on right now, those recurring thoughts that aren't helping you. When you feel those that broken record happening, I want you to stop it, and I want you to bring yourself into the present and bring yourself into a state of gratitude so that you can move beyond those thoughts, because they're not helping you today. But you are juggling, you're making it through, you're fine. Okay. That sounds exactly okay. So, Elaine, that sounds exactly like my life right now. I do replay everything when the stress is with me. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a lesson on how to handle. I always say this: there are different types of people. A lot of people live in the past and they kind of replay the past, okay? And then there's the worry warts that project into the future, and they're my what ifers, okay? They're my what if this is going to happen? What if this is going to happen? And they worry about things that haven't happened yet, okay? So I want you all today to take this lesson with you. I want you to learn how to live in the present. And I know that everybody goes, oh, everybody says that. What does that mean? Well, it means to be in the moment. It means to be very aware of your surroundings, hear things, see things, feel things, smell things, and enjoy where you are in that moment in time, because all we have is that moment, okay? How I teach people how to do that is I want you to I use my coffee cup as my example. Okay. So you all know me by now. You all know that I have these, and it looks a lot more giant on the tea. It's not this big. It like magnifies on this video, but I have big coffee cups. I love my big coffee cups. I just sip on them all day long. I'm not like drinking like 100 pounds of coffee a day. So when I want to be in the moment, I think about my coffee. I go, "Oh, this is the best cup of coffee I've ever had. I love the heat of the mug. It smells good. It tastes good." It takes me 90 seconds. 90 seconds. I have to stay thinking about that coffee cup for 90 seconds to knock out my thoughts of either worrying about the future or just regrets about the past. Okay, that brings me into the moment. Then I'm in the moment. Okay, I've knocked it out. So I want you to practice that. It's like going to exercise class. Okay, it takes a long time to get used to living in the moment. I know that sounds crazy, but so many of us don't. And when you start to really live in the moment, and yes, you project into the future, right? I love that. I'm going to work on living in the moment again. Okay. So I love that. Thank you for sharing that with us, Elaine. You're right. That's what can you all promise me? Give me hearts, give me waves. Can you all promise me that just for today, you're going to work on living in the moment? Okay. And I think that, again, see things, feel things, smell things, look around you. Okay. What's going on in my life? We're so busy wondering what's coming next. Where are we going to be next, that we're not enjoying right now what we're doing right now? And right now, this is fun. We're reading cards. It's simple. It's fun. It's spiritual growth, right? So I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? I hope you're having fun. All right, so let's pick another card. Hi, Lizzie. I love your name. That's so cute. you're new to this, you've never had a reading by me, then you have to hit the share button and invite all your friends, because this is going to be recorded and it's going to be on my YouTube channel. I just started a YouTube channel, so please subscribe to Kathy Mamolen Psychic Medium. I need followers. It looks so pathetic. I have 17 followers. I need, and then meanwhile, in some of my Facebook groups, I have like 30,000. So I'm like, I have 17 people on my YouTube channel, but I know it's going to grow because you guys are going to all go there and follow me. But Lizzie, what I do is I pick cards every day. I do a free card of the day for everybody. And what I'm doing right now is just a random card for you. Okay, this is your card of the day. So what am I feeling? Let's see. Lizzie, it's coming into me as going back to school, something along those lines. I'm just kind of curious as to what you're doing with your education. Maybe you're looking for new training, or maybe you're looking to change your career, something like that. But going into 2020, I wouldn't be surprised if you were signed up for some courses, something like that, some kind of a training or some kind of a formal education even. Okay. So I am interested in knowing what's going on with that. And let's just see. So this is the Eight of Wands, and this means that something's happening in your day that could be, always comes into me as swift. It's like fast, that something is coming into your day that could be changing the direction of your thoughts, something like that. But you are possibly going to get an answer on something also. I don't know what you're waiting for. If you've been waiting for an answer on how you feel about something, or how somebody else feels about something, or taking action on something, but you possibly may get an answer today on some kind of a decision that you've been trying to make is what I'm feeling. But I'm curious as to what's going on with your education, if you're on the fence with your career, because I do feel a change in that. Keep in mind that this is also that feeling of feeling kind of like sideswiped very quickly by somebody. So somebody may have sharp words for you today, and you may kind of look at them sideways and be like, where did that just come from? Okay. If it happens, walk away. Okay. I don't want you to be upset about anything, because you're living in the moment, you're happy, and you're filled with joy. Okay. So whoever's got the one-line zinger today, I want you to ignore it, let it go. You are so much bigger and so much more spiritually strong than them. Just know that that's their problem and not yours. Okay. But it is this feeling of something coming flying at you with I'm not going to say bad words, but upsetting words for sure. So keep your eye open for who that is in your life, and walk away. Okay. And so that's your first card reading of the day. But thank you for joining me. Please follow my page, Intuitive Touch, if you haven't already. And please join me on YouTube. All right. You've been waiting for your husband. Okay. So you are waiting for a decision. You've been waiting with your husband about work. Okay. So maybe you're going to get a decision today. That's what that card is all about. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that maybe we're going to get some answers coming your way. Okay. Okay. Hi, Kelly. Thank you for sharing, honey. Will I be moving in 2020 with my son? If so, where will I meet someone new? Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so let's just see if the cards, that's like a full-blown hour reading. So, Kelly, let's just see what your card is saying. But let's just see if I can get any answers on either of those. I got an answer on yes, somebody new. So that I'm going to go with. I like the yes, somebody new. That came in pretty quickly. All right. So I don't feel like you're going to be moving right now. I will say that. I do feel like this yes, somebody new is in your area, and it's going to actually be more important that you stay here to build a relationship with him than picking up and moving. Part of me feels like you just want to move because you're just tired and you want the change, and you just want to kind of have that escape feeling. But you can have all of those things with just some changes that you make in your own life. Okay. And you don't have to completely change your life or your home or your location. Okay. So you have to just make some changes in other areas of your life so that you don't feel like you want to run away. Okay. But I do feel like somebody's coming new. Let's see what your card is saying. So this is a pentacle card. This is the 10 of Pentacles. And two things. See the happy couple? So there's a happy couple, happy castle in the background. So that's kind of confirming that there is somebody coming new. I also have a lot of pentacles. So maybe this person is financially secure and brings some more abundance to your life and makes your life a little bit easier financially, something like that. Not that we're all out looking for rich men, but having two incomes in one house helps. Okay, so something along those lines. I also have this male figure watching over you, possibly a father, grandfather watching over you, making sure that you have this happy home and making sure that whoever this man comes into your life is going to be there to take care of you. So you got a lot going on in a 2-minute tarot card reading with me. But I'm going to go for somebody new. I'm going to say I want you to kind of stay put right now until we get some clearer visions on where you're supposed to go and why. And I think that there's just some changes that you need to make in your local environment to make yourself feel happier where you are, so you don't have this feeling of picking up and wanting to start over. Okay. So I'm getting a yay from Kelly. So Kelly likes that. Okay. Okay, so hit the share button if you haven't hit the share button. A half an hour free reading. Who wants a half an hour free reading? It's a phone reading. I schedule it, I call you, and we talk about all kinds of things, and it certainly can be a mediumship reading. Whatever comes in, I let you know. Okay, so let's just see. I got a lot of people on here. All right, you're welcome, Lizzie. You're welcome, Lizzie. Hi, Laura. Hi, honey. How are you? Let's have a card of the day for you, sweetheart. Let's see where your day is headed. Okay. You are a king of swords. You are strong. You are in control. You may not feel like you're in control right now. There's maybe something in your life that you feel like you can't control, is how it's coming into me. But this card's telling me that's not true, that you do have control of all of your own actions and you can make things happen, is how it's coming in. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what's going on around you that you don't feel like you don't have control over. It is coming into me as it's a waiting game. I'm not quite sure what you're waiting for, but it did come into me as it's a waiting game. So something's going on in your life that you also are waiting for answers on, that you're getting tired, you feel like it's out of your control. What am I supposed to do? But you can always take action, and that's what this card teaches me. This card teaches me that I'm in control. My sword is going up and off into heaven. I'm connected to a higher power that is going to help me. I also want to mention that you have an intuitive eye on your crown. So use that. That tells me that you have a little bit of your own. We all have intuition, okay? But you have your own intuition when talking to somebody, that kind of third eye feeling, or that gut feeling, okay? So I want you to tap into that a little bit, be a little bit more aware of that. When ask yourself, what am I feeling and why? Okay. And that's how you know that you're tapping into your own intuition. Okay. We all get those feelings, but sometimes we don't take it the next step and actually say, well, why am I feeling this way? Okay. But you're strong and you are in control. So those feelings of I don't feel like I have control today, you do. I want you to squash those because you are in control, because you're a king. Okay. So you're doing great, honey. All right. Let's see. I'm not answering questions on YouTube. What's happening? My YouTube channel is Kathy Mamolen Psychic Medium. And what's happening right now is I'm on Facebook and I'm live streaming. I know that sounds so techie. I'm live streaming and it's being recorded onto a YouTube video. So that's what's happening. So at any time you can go to a YouTube video and see my cards of the day and see some of my old readings. Like last night, I had some mediumship readings come through with names and evidence, and it was really fascinating. So So positive for life. Let me give you a card. Hi, positive. I wish I had a picture. It's really hard for me to read, but I'm going to give you just a card. Okay. It's hard for me to read without when I have just like kind of this logo thing in the profile. But you are a Queen of Swords and you are charging ahead. You're looking into your future. There's something about where am I going? What's my destiny is what just came into me. Okay, so maybe we're doing some spiritual growth work. We're trying to push ourselves to the next level. We're trying to expand our own abilities, maybe even our growth. Where are we going? So, I'm not quite sure how this connects to you. Be curious to talk about this later, but it's coming into me as something having to do with your vibrations. Curious if you do energy work, maybe Reiki, or if you even do any energy work with like bowls and music and that kind of thing. If you're doing any, literally came into me as vibrational energy. So I'm kind of curious if you are working with anything like that. We are all kind of on a vibrational wavelength, but in particular, I'm not sure why I'm getting that message about you. But you are a Queen of Swords. You are looking forward. You're asked to be a leader, okay, for sure. So I want you to continue to lead in whatever area of your life that you are being a leader, and just know that you're grounded and secure, and you're moving forward. But everything about you is forward focused. That you're really looking into your future and where am I going. So I love that. But I like that vibrational thing that just happened. I'd love to know what you do for a living. My first response is, are you a Reiki? That's something like that. Okay. Okay, you're doing okay. So Lizzie's giving me some feedback. She's been doing a lot of thinking about changing careers, just don't know what it is yet. I did feel that sense of going back to school, retraining. So I do want you to stay on that wavelength. I want you to consider what your options are, because I do feel that once you make up your mind, my hands are tingling. Once you make up your mind, you're going to be able to move that forward and then be in a career that you're really happy with. Okay. Hi, Ariana. Thank you for sharing, honey. Let's give you a card. Again, I've got a profile picture. I don't have a profile picture, so I'm just going to pull a card and see what I'm feeling just by saying your name. Okay. Let's just see. You are a Knight of Wands. Protecting yourself for some reason. You do have the armor, but underneath the armor, see these kind of blossoming flowers of red. So lots of love and lots of energy surrounding your feelings. But for some reason, putting up a little bit of a defensive field. Maybe somebody has hurt your feelings lately, or you're having a difficult time in a relationship, something like that. Okay. I don't want you to feel like you have to be in battle, because you're not in battle. There's no reason for you to be fighting. Take a step back. I want you to pick your battles, okay, is kind of how I feel today. So, but in the meantime, you are strong. You are a knight. You're hopeful. You're optimistic. You're moving forward, and you are filled with love and energy. So I want you to use the love and energy in a positive way. And even if you're not getting you currently, okay, there's my fighting. Okay, currently fighting with my mom, literally as we speak. Oh my God. Yeah, oh my God, I'm a psychic. I love when people do that. Like, I can't believe you just said that. Okay. Pick your battles, honey. Okay. You are filled with love. You are filled with passion, but I can feel you putting up that guard. Like, I've been here before. I'm tired of this broken record. I don't want to do this again. Certainly fighting with your mother is painful. So nobody wants to be fighting with their mother. All right. We all have done it over the years, but nobody wants to be fighting with your mother. It's It's your mother. Don't fight with your mother. So find the love in your heart, pick your battles, walk away for today if you can, and address it maybe another time, okay, when you're not feeling so heated. But yes, I am a psychic, and yes, I do feel what you're feeling. So that's how this works. Hit the share button. Thank you. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. Sonia, you just jumped out at me. I don't know who I am. I feel like I'm just existing. I get that a lot from people. Sometimes we, I don't know how to explain it. There's certain times, I don't know at what point, but it's happened to me a couple of times in my lifetime that God literally stops us and puts us at a standstill. And in my case, took everything away from me. Okay. Financially, emotionally, physically. And so that I had nothing. And I know the reason why. In my case, it was so that when I got to the other side, I realized that I was gifted and that I was going to be able to help others. Okay. But he did take everything away from me. And if anybody is interested in my story, I'd be happy to share my story at another time. But maybe God just has you at a standstill. Okay, that you certainly are existing. That goes back to our stay in the moment. Okay, my main prayer that I say every day, every reading is God has you exactly where he wants you at this moment in time. Okay, and if it means that you're at a standstill, that's okay. He has you at a standstill at this moment in time because maybe he's waiting to bring something into your life that's going to be so much better. All right. So let's see what your card says. All right. But you're not merely existing. You are going to learn to live in the moment, and you're going to listen for answers, and you're going to listen for guides that God puts in front of you and around you to help direct you and to steer you on your path so that you have more understanding of where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. So there's lots of people out there, family members, friends, spiritual guides. There's a lot of people that can help guide you, honey. Okay, so let's just see what your card says. This is the Judgment card. I have this beautiful angel. This tells me that there could be some people in your past that have passed, and maybe you have a lot of feelings about them, wondering where they are, how are they? Are they okay? And are they thinking about me? I think about them. Okay. But judgment is also about being fair. Okay. Judgment is also about knowing that good things are going to come our way, and that we don't pass judgment on other people, right? So an example would be, I don't want you to be jealous of somebody. I don't want you to be envious of somebody. Just because they have those things, that's what they've manifested, and that's what they've brought into their life. And you have that same potential, okay, that you can be and do whatever you want. But for today, you're not just existing, okay? You're here surrounded by these loving people and filled with God's love and energy. And I'm talking to you. I selected you to talk to you. So you're not just existing, okay? You're in my world, in my moment right now. So I love that. So I want you to just listen. I want you to be guided by your heart. And I want you to trust and start to really believe that God has a bigger plan for you. And then your life and these things will start to unfold, and you're going to be fine, honey. Okay. You're just at a standstill. It happens to a lot of us. I get this question a lot. Okay. So I got a yes from Sonia. Okay. Let's see. Who else? All right. Hi, Rachel. Kathy, thank you for your advice a few weeks ago. It helped me get through the last 2 weeks. Okay, so you need some more advice to get through the next 2 weeks? Let's see. Hey, whatever it takes. If I have to get you 2 weeks at a time through life, that's okay. We'll do it. Let's see. I don't remember what I say to people when I'm in my psychic state. I wish I did, unless it's something, jumps right out at me. So I don't know what I said to you, but I hope apparently it was helpful. So that's good. Let's see what my card says. My card for you was all about the new year. I do feel that you are changes are going to happen. Okay, that the I'm going to say, you know what? Take a break in December kind of feeling, like give yourself a break. Okay. You've worked hard. There's only so much you can do. Um, and I feel like, you know what? I'm going to start fresh in January, right? It's kind of like that feeling of going back to school in September. I'm going to, be in my game and, in September. But I do feel like January is a good year for you, that you are on track. I'm going to do my little calendar thing for you. By June, I just heard by June that some of the things that you've been trying to get settled in your life and back on track in your life, that those things by June are going to be in place. So I'm going to use June as a goal. That's not that far away. So let's shoot for June. In the meantime, you are struggling. I do feel the struggles. I do feel some burdens on your back. Okay. But again, let's kind of put those to the side. We have to get through them, but give yourself a break. Know that the beginning of the new year is going to be new changes, new starts, new beginnings, those types of feelings. So, and I'm not sure what the month of June is going to bring you, but it feels really good. So write that down on your calendar, that the month of June is important to you. So who's hit the share button? Hit the share button, please, so be automatically entered into a half an hour free reading with me. Okay, let's see. All right. Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. I'm wondering about my current situation with work and what the next few months will be like for me. Is there stability in my job? It is coming into me, Stephanie, as for now, you're okay. Thank you for sharing, sweetheart. I see that. For now, you are stable. Okay. I don't feel your world blowing up. I don't feel anything like that. I do feel that, for now, you're going to get through. No worries getting through the holidays. Nothing like that is going to happen. Okay. But big picture life stuff, I do feel like you probably want to be taking some action as to plan B. Okay. That maybe you need to create a job that has more stability in it, or relocate or get yourself into a company that has more stability, something like that. While I was saying that, I also feel like you have such an amazing ability that you could possibly own your own company if you don't already. Very entrepreneurial, very kind of go-getter, very centered, smart, left side, right side brain thinking. So you have so many skills that you can bring to even working for yourself. So I would give that some consideration. Okay. Let's see what your card says for you today. You are the queen. You are a queen of wands. Again, that intuitive heart. You connect to people very quickly, that you get them, that you're able to understand and listen to them and be very empathetic. Okay. So you are a queen. You are sitting strongly on your throne. You are secure. Even when it's definitely this feeling of fake it till you make it. When I think of you, even if you're feeling insecure, nobody knows. I love that. So keep up the good faith, the good, show up, dress up, smile, and the stability. Nobody's stable. Okay, nobody. Everybody has things that happen in their lives that are horrible. Things get taken away from us, jobs, relationships, we lose somebody. So there's no such thing as complete stability. Okay, what we want to do is try to balance and control different areas of our life to make ourselves comfortable. Okay, worst case scenario, you can always find another job. You're so bright, you're so smart, you're so talented. So I'm not afraid for you at all, because I know that no matter what, you're going to land on your feet. So You are a queen today. I want you to go out there and be a queen. Connect, use that intuitive heart that you've been given and connect to others and help others also. So, but you're a beautiful, beautiful soul, sweetheart, and it's all going to be fine. Okay. Your world is not blowing up. Okay. Okay. So you've applied for long-term, you've been out on disability. Um, I don't feel like they're going to let you go, sweetheart. I don't. I don't feel like your world is blowing up. So, in a follow up to what I felt a moment ago, I do not feel that way. I do feel like you're going to remain where you are. I do not feel like you're blowing up. Now, you may want to decide that you want to do something else when you get through all of this, but right now you are okay. All right. I love this. I definitely fake it till I make it. It's true, right? Sometimes it works, just do the best you can. That's all you can do on any given day. So, all right. So let's just see. I'm going to pick a couple more people and let's just see who's jumping out at me. Okay. Naisha. Hi, Naisha. How are you, honey? And everybody else, please hit the share button before we end so that you can be entered into the half an hour free reading. Okay. Hi, Naisha. How are you, honey? Let's give you a card. I'm not quite sure what this means. It's coming into me as you don't want to be alone. I don't know if you've lost a relationship or you're looking for a relationship. Okay. My first response is, or you could be in a relationship and you feel alone. But there's something going on with you that you feel lonely, and I'm not feeling 100% connected to somebody. So that's something that you need to work on. I am hearing now that you will not be alone, that this is, you're certainly not going to be alone in your life. Okay. And that this is, even if these are feelings that are happening right now, they will pass, or God's going to bring somebody into your life. Okay. But you are an ace today. You are an ace of swords. So whatever's troubling you or upsetting you, you are being given this additional strength. Okay. The sword is going up. I always see that as this hand being delivered to us from God, that this beautiful sword connecting us to heaven and giving us strength. Okay. So all of the ace cards are always the sense of new beginning, hope, so that kind of ties into that feeling of a relationship. If you're feeling that you're lonely or you just ended a relationship, that this would be a card that would tell me that there's somebody coming. Okay. That hang in there is how it's coming into me. Hang in there, that there's somebody coming, and that good things are coming your way. So I hope that helps you, and thank you for joining me, honey. All right, let's just see. Are you guys having fun? Okay. Ayana? Hi, Ayana. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. How are you? Thank you all. I can see people saying that they've shared. So thank you all for that. Okay, so let's just see what I'm feeling, sweetheart. I'm not quite sure what another job is. Another job, either you're not happy at the job that you're at, and maybe you're considering changing jobs, or maybe that you need a new job. Okay, but something's going on along the lines of just your work. Okay, so you may be on the fence with making a decision for a change along those lines, or getting back to work even. So, but this tells me that you are everybody's looking up to you for some reason. So either your friends are proud of you, that maybe you're a leader among people, among your friends. It feels like maybe you're the person with the level head and you're the one that gives the best advice, something like that. Maybe you're the family member that keeps everybody together and says, this is what we're doing. But everybody's cheering you along. They're really proud of you. What's jumping out at me is that there is someone that you carry with you. I want to know if you possibly have lost a godmother, because when I asked, is it a grandmother, it came back to me as a godmother. So maybe an aunt or a godmother, but you're carrying this person with you always, and she's always there for you with your accomplishments. So, but for whatever's going on, so everybody's kind of cheering you on. So there's something going on in your life that, yes, you've lost a godmother. Okay. So, or somebody like that. There's a female around you, sweetheart, that is cheering you on, and you are, you're the leader. You're somebody that other people are looking up to. So I need you to be strong today. I need you to be there for everybody else. Some days we don't feel like it, right? Some days we go, I can't do this. I'm tired. But you know what? We always feel better when we help others. Okay. When we get outside of ourselves and we stop thinking about ourselves, we start helping others. Some of our problems actually go away. It's kind of shocking how that works. So, but you're so strong. And I'm kind of curious as to who that female is that's hovering around you. But it did come into me as a godmother. So, I would like to know that. You're from the Philippines. Hi, Carly from the Philippines. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? I get people from all over the world that follow me. It's fascinating. I don't know how you found me, but thank you. How is the Philippines these days? Is it beautiful? It's beautiful there, right? All right. So let me just see. Okay. Carly, I don't know if you're anywhere near having a child, but I did just hear a child, unless it's somebody close to you that's having a child. But I did just hear possibly a child. It is coming into me now as a boy. I don't know if somebody in your family just had a child or is expecting a boy, something like that. So, but I do feel kind of this baby energy around you for some reason. Let's see what your card says. So this is the Page of Wands, and the page is very optimistic, very hopeful, wondering where my future is. He's kind of gazing out at his future, right? And he's kind of going, where am I going? What am I doing? All right. So I do feel like you're trying to find yourself a little bit, that you are still, why am I put here? Maybe big picture. Maybe you're just starting I'm going to call it a young baby spiritual journey, that maybe you're just trying to say, what is this all about? What's this universe all about? Why am I here? Bigger picture stuff. So I do feel like you're on the path to starting to learn some of those things. So continue to study, continue to listen, and continue to be guided. Wondering who the baby is in your life and if there's a baby coming, because I did feel that. But you're doing well, and I want you to surround yourself with people who think like you. If you believe in Christianity, I want you to hang out with people that are Christians. If you believe in, you whatever, if you want to talk to people who like to read tarot cards, hang out with people who read tarot cards. So, but surround yourself with like-minded people that support you and love you and that you're going to grow from, is how I feel. So, but thank you for reaching out to me from the Philippines. I'd love to go there someday. I bet it's beautiful. Seems so far away. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to do a couple of more. Hi, Yvette. How are you? Okay. Let's just see what your card is telling me today. Okay. I do have the Two of Swords here. This tells me that I need to protect my heart for some reason, that I feel like I'm almost afraid to let somebody in. I'm not sure who, but I want to protect my heart. I want to control everything. I've been here, done this before, and I'm not going to make it happen. I'm going to share with you something that we can't prevent our hearts from being broken. Okay. This whole feeling of, you know what, I'm going to take it slow because I don't want to have a broken heart. No, only God gets to decide who we fall in love with and if it's meant to be. So we are going to have broken hearts. And if we have a broken heart, it's usually because He's got something better for us. All right. That He's going to, end that relationship because He wants us to be with somebody that's going to love us unconditionally and treat us wonderfully. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what happened. I do feel this sense of guarding yourself. I do feel like it's in connection to a relationship, some hurt feelings. But I want you to trust. I want you to let the blindfold down, and I want you to keep your eyes open and your heart open so that you can bring the love back into your life and you feel more comfortable with that. Okay. So, but for today, you're protecting yourself, and that's your defense mechanism. I think sometimes when we've been hurt in the past, we have a tendency to really guard ourselves, right? So I feel like, if we could all prevent ourselves from being hurt, we would. But that's not how this works. Okay, so let me just see. Hi, Ribka. How are you? Okay, let's see what's going on with you, sweetheart. Rivka, I'm not sure what it came into me as moving soon, possibly moving, considering a move in the new year, something along those lines. I do feel like you are still fighting against something that is out of your control, that you have this wind blowing in your face. Just this constant battle is how it's coming into me. But you're strong and you're a knight and you're going to get through this. I did feel that move, so I wouldn't be surprised in 2020 if you're it's coming into me as shutting down one house. I don't know why it's coming into me. It's like shutting down one house and going over to this house somehow. I don't know what that means, but you are going to possibly move and relocate, and I think that you'll feel better. I think that you need to move. So you are a knight, you are charging ahead. I don't know. The battle's never going to go away. It feels. I feel like it's. You know what? There's sometimes there's battles that you can't beat. Okay. There's no matter what you say or do, you're not gonna beat it. So, uh, I don't know. Walk away is the best way to do it. Stop fighting. I prefer to not fight. So you may have to walk away from whoever and whatever you're battling. All right. Let's see. Francesco, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Okay, so if you're just joining me, we're doing 2-minute tarot card readings, and make sure you hit the share button to be automatically entered into a half an hour free reading. And I also want you to join my YouTube channel, Kathy Mamolen Psychic Medium, because I only have 17 subscribers because I just started it. And I feel like I'm the most pathetic YouTube channel out there. But Francesco, let's see what I'm feeling, honey. It's coming into me as your business. So I'm assuming that you have some kind of a business or starting a business. So I'm going to say that you are in business. It came into me as off to a rocky start. I'm not sure what the rocky start is. Sometimes when you start a business, it doesn't get off the ground right away. Okay. Um, You are, as far as 2020 goes, and I did my little calendar thing, it's going to take you till September. If you do own this business, I do feel like you are going to get momentum. I'm going to say that. You're going to learn how to build this business and market the business. But I feel like the rewards of the business may not be until September of 2020, which seems like a long ways away. But in the world of being your own boss, it goes by like that. So I want you to hang in there because I do think you're determined. I do think that you're strong and you can do it. So, of course, any of this applies if you're working for somebody else, but I do feel like you work for yourself. I do have a death card. Now, that doesn't mean that somebody's going to die. It means that that there's a significant change coming in your life, that you may have to make a decision, maybe to run your business. You maybe have to, give up your, yes, you own, yes, you're saying, yeah, you own, I think you're saying, yes, you own your own business. Okay. So a death card is a significant change card. There's 4 cards in the deck that tell me that there's a significant change coming in your life. So an example would be if you're working for somebody else now and you have your own business on the side, your goal is going to be to get yourself to the point where you can support yourself with your own business and give up your day job. Okay. That would be a significant change that you literally, it always comes into me as you have to put something in your life to rest. Okay. It is a death card, but I like to say it, put something in your life to rest so that it opens you up to being able to focus and put all of your energy into what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Okay. And it's a very hard transition for a lot of people. But if you set the goal, you can do it. Okay. So I want you to break it down into little pieces. I want you to figure out what you have to do each week, each month to hit some of those goals. Because if your goal is to be self-employed 100% or financially independent for your own business, then we have to put an area of our life to rest so that we can get there is how I feel. But you can do it. And I do feel like 2020 is going to be a big year. I do want you to mark down September. I feel like September is kind of my breaking point. Maybe that's my point where I can say, I have enough income coming in. It's been steady enough every month. It's about what I need to make to pay my bills. And now I feel confident enough that I can actually jump ship. Is how I feel. But it's really scary to go out there. But I want you to have undying faith that you can do it, and just put your heart and soul into it, and surround yourself by smart people that are going to help you and guide you and mentor you to get there. So you are doing amazing. So 2020 is going to be good. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do one more. Let's see. All right. You're welcome, Rivka. Okay. All right. Let's see. Bernice. Hi, Bernice. Hi, honey. Okay. So everybody else who's on here, please remember to hit the share button. I want to make sure you're in this week's raffle. And then I'll be available next. If you want to book a reading with me, you can book a reading with me. KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. I have a couple things that I offer, a lot of different things, but you're welcome, honey. I offer half an hour readings, hour readings. I do life coaching. I do the mediumship work, obviously, and you're welcome to do that. I have a 2020 forecast going on right now for month of December. It's a special. If you book it in the month of December, it's a 12-card reading. I do one card for each month going into 2020. so that you can take notes for what you can anticipate in that month. So that's a $50 reading for an hour. And then if you just want to touch base with me, I just added a 15-minute reading to my schedule because a lot of times I can answer your question. You don't need a full half hour or certainly not an hour. Maybe there's just one area of your life that you want some help with. And it's one question, one card. It's 15 minutes and it's $25. So if that's something that would help you out in between, just kind of getting a touching base with me and you just want to see what I'm feeling and bounce something off of me, I'd be happy to do that. Okay. So Bernice, hi honey, here's a card for you. Let's see. Okay. So I do have some pentacles coming your way. So this tells me that I have some money coming your way, okay? Steady income, something like that you're getting to the point in your life where not only do you have income coming in, but you can share your income with others, whether you're able to give gifts more or you're rather to donate, something like that. But you have some extra income coming in, or at least that you're a little bit stable. Okay, so that came into me first. I did feel like this sense of a celebration going into 2020, almost this sense of new beginning, new life, something like that, a marriage, an engagement maybe. So I do feel something big in 2020, maybe somebody close to you is having a big event, but I do feel like you're active in that. So I love that about you. Okay. I will tell you, I feel a father figure or male figure around you if you've lost any kind of a male presence. But I do, right out of the gate, I do feel this sense of, it literally came into me as he's in the stars. And I said, who's in the stars? And so this male figure that loves you so much is watching over you, and that there's a sense of, that he's a shining star. So if that has any meaning to you, let me know, because it was pretty clear to me. Could be a grandfather, father figure, something like that. But whoever this male figure is, he's your shining star and he's taking care of you, is how I feel. So did we have fun? Did we have fun? Okay. So I'm just going to say, yes, your father. Okay. You've lost your father, honey. All right. So these aren't medium readings, but what happens for those of you that don't know me, if you've ever seen me in live, or if you've ever seen me in person, how it works for me. It sounds crazy. Mother's side of the family comes to me on my left side. Father's side of my family comes to me on my right. Now, I've done thousands and thousands of readings all over the world as a medium. And the first thing that I'll feel is I will get this sense of mother, father, brother, uncle, godmother, son, daughter. Then I'll get a date. Usually I'll get a date that they passed, possibly the month that they were born, something like that. As soon as I get that date, I usually get a name. It's called evidential psychic, and I'm known for what's called name pulling, if you don't know anything about a psychic. But if you watch me or had personal readings with me, my gift is knowing these names that are around you, that are, your deceased father's name and your deceased father's father, or your deceased father's brother, or your mother's name, and then your mother's dead dog's name, so I don't know why these names come to me, but what happens is it gives me enough evidence to know that it's them, and then I'm able to deliver the message. So in Bernice's case, I felt father. Over her, I got a message from him along the lines of that he is her shining star, and that he's watching over her, but specifically something about a star. So it must be something connecting her to her father, and a story there about that she knows that he's a bright light, and he's in the stars is how it came into me. So I love that. So that's how it works for me as a medium, and I'm very blessed and very grateful for my gift, and I'm very grateful that I could share it with you this morning, and take some time out of my busy schedule, and reach out to you if I don't get a chance to talk to you in a reading. I like to touch base with. I have so many people that follow me, and I'm so grateful. Thank you for all the sharers today, and I hope that you win. Please watch me on Monday nights. Please watch me on Monday nights live. So that's yes, your father. Okay, so yeah, you're welcome, sweetheart. Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do live readings, and I do mediumship work. If loved ones are coming through, I will pull names, I will deliver messages. So I want to say thank you to everybody, and thank you for following me and joining me today. And I hope you all have an amazing day. Continue to watch me. I post my cards of the day every day for a little bit of hope and inspiration. And I hope you all have an amazing day. And I will see you all again soon. So I really appreciate you following me today and supporting me. So have a great day, everybody. Bye.